Chicken wings weren't always the star of the menu. For decades, they were considered scraps, cheap cuts tossed aside while breasts and thighs took the spotlight. But somewhere along the way, Americans discovered something powerful. Wings are the perfect food for flavor, sharing, and obsession. Crispy skin, juicy meat, and endless sauce combinations turned a forgotten cut into a national icon. Today, chicken wings are inseparable from American culture. Game day isn't complete without them. Sports bars are built around them. Late-night cravings are solved by them. From classic buffalo heat to sweet, smoky, garlicky, and painfully spicy sauces. Wings became a blank canvas for flavor innovation. They're affordable, customizable, and designed to be eaten with your hands messy, social, and addictive. But here's the truth most chains don't want to admit. Not all wings are created equal. Some are soggy, rubbery, or drowned in sauce to hide poor quality. Others nail the balanced, shatteringly crisp skin, real chicken flavor, and sauces that cling instead of slide off. So today, we're cutting through the hype. No nostalgia, no brand loyalty, just the truth. We're re-ranking America's most popular chicken wing spots from absolute worst to undeniable best stand by the end. You'll know exactly where your next wing order should come from. Number 15. Little Caesars. Little Caesars is built on one promise: fast, cheap pizza. And unfortunately, that exact mindset is why its chicken wings land dead last on this list. These wings don't feel like a real menu item, they feel like an obligation, something added just so the box looks fuller. The biggest problem is texture. The skin is often rubbery instead of crisp, with inconsistent frying that leaves some wings dry and others oddly greasy. There's no snap, no crunch, just chew. The sauce doesn't help either. Instead of soaking into the wing or clinging to the skin, it tends to sit on top, sliding off at the first bite. Flavor-wise, they're forgettable. Nothing offensive, but nothing enjoyable either. You're not craving them again, you're just tolerating them in the moment. Yes, they're cheap, but even at a low price, wings should deliver some satisfaction. Final verdict. Little Caesars wings exist, but they never should have tried. Number 14. Domino's. Domino's wings suffer from one fatal flaw. They're not really wings in the traditional sense, they oven baked. And while that might sound healthier on paper, it's a disaster for texture. Wings are supposed to be about crisp skin and rendered fat. Domino's skips that process entirely, leaving you with a soft, sponge-like bite that feels more steamed than cooked. The skin never truly crisps, no matter how fresh the order is. Instead of that satisfying crunch, you get a damp chew that collapses under pressure. The sauces, while flavorful, don't bond with the wing. They coat the surface, but without crisp skin, there's nothing for the sauce to cling to, so it slides right off. Domino's excels at pizza logistics, speed, and consistency. Wings, however, feel like a side experiment that never evolved. Verdict: edible, but deeply unsatisfying for real wing lovers. Number 13. Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut's wings promise bold flavor, but execution holds them back. The biggest issue is moisture control or lack of it. These wings often arrive drowning in sauce, which sounds great until you realize the sauce is masking weak texture. The skin absorbs moisture instantly, turning soggy within minutes. Another recurring problem is skin separation. Bite into the wing and the skin slides off, leaving behind bland meat and a puddle of sauce. When wings lose their skin integrity, they lose their identity. What's left is messy and forgettable. Consistency is also a problem. One location might deliver passable wings, while another serves limp, greasy disappointments. Nostalgia can't save them. Pizza Hut wings simply haven't kept up with modern wing standards. Verdict: too wet, too soft, and too unreliable to rank any higher. Number 12. Zaxby's. Zaxby's has built its reputation on chicken fingers, and that's exactly where the problem begins. The wings feel like a side project, not a priority. While the brand clearly understands flavor, it struggles with wing fundamentals, especially texture. Most Zaxby's wings are overbreaded, which kills what little crisp they could have had. Instead of a clean bite through skin and meat, you get a heavy coating that turns soft quickly once sauce is added. The sauces themselves are actually solid, bold, punchy, and well-balanced, but they can't save a wing that lacks structure. There's nothing offensive here, just disappointment. When a brand known for chicken can't get wings right, expectations drop fast. Verdict: Zaxby's should proudly stick to fingers because their wings just don't compete. Number 11. Applebee's. Applebee's markets its wings as bold, crunchy bar food, but reality often tells a different story. The so-called double crunch wings rarely deliver on that promise. Instead of crisp skin, you frequently get a soft exterior that feels reheated rather than freshly fried. Flavor isn't the main issue here. Applebee's sauces are decent, sometimes even enjoyable. The problem is consistency. One visit might produce acceptable wings, while the next delivers limp, greasy pieces that cool too fast and lose all appeal. These wings feel designed for convenience, not quality built, to move quickly through a busy casual dining kitchen rather than impress wing lovers. They're fine if you're already seated, hungry, and ordering appetizers, but no one goes to Applebee's for the wings. Verdict: serviceable bar food, but nowhere near double crunch greatness. Number 10. Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks doesn't market itself as a wing destination, which is exactly why its wings catch people off guard in a good way. Expectations are low, but execution is quietly solid. The wings usually arrive hot, properly fried, and with a respectable level of crisp that holds up better than most casual bar competitors. The chicken itself is decent quality, not oversized or rubbery, and the sauces strike a clean balance without drowning the wing. You won't find groundbreaking flavors here, but classics like buffalo and garlic parmesan are handled competently. Most importantly, the wings feel freshly made, not reheated or rushed. Are they elite? No. But they're reliable, and in the sports bar world, that matters. When you order wings here, you generally get what you expect. Tanned, sometimes a little better. Verdict: not a destination wing spot, but a surprisingly safe and satisfying choice. Number 9. Hurricane Grill and Wings. Hurricane Grill and Wings takes a different approach, leaning into bold, island-inspired flavors instead of pure buffalo tradition. And for many wing fans, that's exactly the appeal. These wings prioritize flavor creativity, offering sauces with citrus, sweetness, and layered heat that stand out from standard bar menus. Texture is generally solid. The wings aren't the crispiest on this list, but they're far from soggy. The real strength is sauce balance enough coating to deliver flavor without completely breaking down the skin. It's harder to pull off than it sounds. This isn't the place for purists who want old-school buffalo heat only. It's for people who want variety and personality in their wings. When done right, Hurricane Grill feels like a flavor vacation compared to safer chains. Verdict: not traditional, but memorable and adventurous wing stop that earns its spot in the top 10. Number 8. Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings earns its spot on this list for one reason above all else: sauce variety. Few chains can match the sheer range of flavors from mild and buttery to face-melting heat. For many fans, the sauce menu is the experience, and when everything lines up, B-dubs can be excellent. That said, consistency is the Achilles heel. Wing size varies wildly, and crispiness depends heavily on location and timing. Some orders arrive perfectly fried with sauce clinging to the skin. Others show up soft, greasy, or unevenly cooked. It's a roll of the dice. Still, the brand understands wings. Sauces are bold, distinct, and memorable, and the atmosphere keeps people coming back for game days and group hangouts. Even with flaws, the highs are high enough to beat out most casual competitors. Verdict: inconsistent execution, but elite sauce power keeps Buffalo Wild Wings firmly in the top tier. Number 7. Buffalo Wings and Rings. Buffalo Wings and Rings doesn't get the hype of bigger chains, but that's exactly why it surprises people. This is a quietly solid wing operation that focuses on fundamentals: decent chicken quality, reliable fry, and sauces that enhance rather than overwhelm. The wings typically arrive crisp enough to hold sauce without collapsing, and the meat stays juicy instead of stringy or dry. The sauce lineup isn't massive, but it's well-balanced classic buffalo heat. Tangy options and a few twists without going overboard. What really sets this chain apart is reliability. You're far less likely to get a bad batch here compared to louder, flashier competitors. It may not chase trends, but it executes the basics well, and that matters. Verdict: a sleeper pick that deserves more attention. Not flashy, just consistently good wings done right. Number 6. Banchan. Banchan plays a completely different game, and that's why it stands out. Instead of chasing traditional buffalo-style wings, Banchan uses a Korean double frying technique that creates an ultra-thin, crackly skin with a glass-like crunch. The result is wings that stay crispy long after they hit the table, even when fully sauced. The chicken itself is clean and well-trimmed, but the real star is texture. Each bite delivers a sharp crunch, followed by juicy meat, something most chains fail to maintain. Banchan's signature flavors, especially soy, garlic, and spicy, are bold without being sloppy. The sauces glaze the wings rather than drown them, preserving structure and balance. These wings aren't about excess heat or heavy butter, they're about precision. That said, Banchan's style isn't for everyone. Fans of classic buffalo may find it unfamiliar. Verdict: elite craftsmanship and unmatched crispness, but a stylistic niche keeps it just outside the top 5. Number 5, Wingstop. Wingstop earns its top 5 spot through one word: consistency. Across locations, cities, and orders, Wingstop delivers wings that taste exactly how fans expect. That reliability is powerful. These wings are fried properly, served hot, and coated in sauces that cling instead of slide. The chicken quality is solid, with a good meat-to-skin ratio and a fry that usually holds up even after travel. Wingstop's flavor lineup isn't flashy, but it's dialed in. Lemon pepper has a cult following for a reason, and classics like original hot and garlic parmesan rarely disappoint. What Wingstop lacks in innovation, it makes up for in execution. You order Wingstop hoping to be surprised, you order it because you already know it will hit. And in the wing world, that trust is earned. Verdict: not the most exciting wings on the list, but one of the most dependable, making Wingstop a deserved top 5 finisher. Number 4, Anchor Bar. Anchor Bar doesn't need trends, gimmicks, or endless sauce lists because it has history. This is the birthplace of the buffalo wing, and that legacy still shows in how these wings are prepared. They're simple, straightforward, and rooted in tradition. Fried wings, classic buffalo sauce, no distractions. The skin is properly cooked, offering a clean bite without excessive breading or grease. The sauce strikes that iconic balance of heat, butter, and tang, coating the wings without drowning them. There's nothing experimental here, and that's exactly the point. These wings are about purity, not flash. That said, Anchor Bar isn't perfect. Some locations struggle with consistency, and in a world full of hyper-crispy innovations, these wings can feel almost restrained. But authenticity matters. When you eat Anchor Bar wings, you're tasting the blueprint that every chain copied afterward. Verdict: timeless, authentic, and still excellent history earns Anchor Bar a place just outside the top 3. Number 3, Wing Zone. Wing Zone takes a sauce-first approach, and unlike many chains, it actually works. Instead of overpowering the chicken, Wing Zone sauces are carefully balanced to enhance texture and flavor at the same time. This focus has earned the brand multiple national awards, and it shows. The wings arrive properly fried, with enough crisp to support even heavier sauces. Flavor options range from classic buffalo to creative blends that feel intentional rather than experimental. Each sauce is distinct, not just a heat-level change with the same base recipe. What really pushes Wing Zone into the top 3 is execution. The chicken quality is consistent, the sauces cling well, and the overall experience feels designed, not accidental. You're not gambling on a good batch here. Verdict: bold, confident, and expertly balanced Wing Zone sauce mastery secures a well-earned bronze medal. Number 2, Atomic Wings. Atomic Wings is built for people who take wings seriously. The brand's biggest advantage is right in its name philosophy: fresh, never frozen chicken. That single decision changes everything from texture to flavor to how the wings handle sauce. The meat is noticeably juicier, with a clean bite that doesn't feel processed or waterlogged. Crispiness is strong and consistent, giving sauces something to grip onto instead of sliding off. And when it comes to heat, Atomic Wings doesn't play games. Their spice levels are real, layered, and intentional, not just painful for the sake of marketing. You can taste flavor before the burn, which separates serious wing shops from gimmicks. The only thing keeping Atomic Wings from the top spot is reach and consistency across all locations. When it's great, it's nearly unbeatable, but not every order hits perfection. Verdict: fresh chicken, real heat, and bold execution. Atomic Wings comes agonizingly close to number 1. Number 1, Plucker's Wing Bar. Plucker's Wing Bar doesn't just serve wings, it masters them. From the moment the order hits the table, everything feels intentional. The wings are perfectly sized, evenly cooked, and fried to a crisp that holds without shattering or going soggy. This is balance done right. The crisp-to-meat ratio is nearly flawless. Bite through the skin, and you get a clean crunch, followed by juicy, flavorful chicken. No rubbery spots, no dry patches, just consistency. And then there are the sauces, creative, bold, and controlled. Plucker's experiments without losing discipline, delivering flavors that enhance the wing instead of overpowering it. What truly earns Plucker's the top spot is reliability. Across locations, orders, and visits, the quality stays high. That's rare. Many chains can make great wings, once Plucker's does it every time. Texas takes its food seriously, and Plucker's reflects that mindset in every detail. There's no filler, no shortcuts, and no excuses. Final verdict, when all factors are considered: crisp, flavor, chicken quality, and consistency, Plucker's Wing Bar stands alone as the best wing chain in America. After breaking down every chain from bottom to top, one thing becomes clear. Great chicken wings are about balance. Crisp skin means nothing without juicy meat. Bold sauce doesn't matter if it slides off soggy wings. And consistency separates the good from the truly great. The lowest ranked chains failed because they treated wings as a side item, rushed, oven-baked, or drowned in sauce to hide poor texture. The top performers, on the other hand, respected the process. They fried properly, used quality chicken, and designed sauces that work with the wing instead of against it. From hidden sleepers to elite specialists. This ranking shows that the best wings aren't about hype, they're about execution. And while tastes will always vary, crispness, freshness, and flavor integrity never lie. Now it's your turn. You agree with the rankings? Which chain did we underrate or overrate? Drop your favorite wing spot in the comments. Hit like if this list helped you, and subscribe for more brutally honest food rankings.